Tomorrow you'll be playing at Budokan.
Finally.
Yes,
yeah.
Which is a legendary venue. So, does it mean something special to you?
Oh, absolutely. It means a lot to the band. We've been talking with Mr. Udo since, I guess, the first time we came here in November '92.
We've basically come to Japan every tour, which is usually 2 years apart. We were here in 2002, 2000, 98, 95. Every time we come to Japan, we'll play Osaka, Tokyo, and maybe another city or two.
I'm lost now.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Nagawa.
Oh, excuse me.
Yeah, so we've been talking about it for quite some time, and finally it came together. And definitely we've all thought it would be great to one day play this legendary venue, you know, and now that we are playing it tomorrow, we're all looking forward to it very much, and we're also going to be shooting a live DVD. So, you know, there's two things going on there that are extremely important and extremely exciting and extremely demanding. You know, we all have to be very much prepared, but we're always having to be prepared for each and every show because our shows are 3 hours long.
I know exactly what she's saying. I'm just not going to tell you. I can replace my whole rig with this. It is.
Japan is kind of a strange market to figure out.
Fuck!
They took to us more because I think of the metal elements of the band.
Dream Theater, so powerful, technical, so energy, power.
You know, they're more into the more neoclassical, progressive hard rock, you know, stuff like Yngwie and Deep Purple and Iron Maiden.
So heavy sound, yeah.
They appreciated that side of us really early on. I mean, with the Images and Words album, this was one of our first markets to really open up and embrace us.
Mikey! Arigato!
You know, I mean, it's been great. We've had a lot of fun doing these shows. It's great to see the excitement, and the fans seem to be, you know, just as excited about our music as they ever have been. The fans that we attract, a lot of them come to more than just one show.
You remember?
Yeah. Great show.
So that you know, that's a great feeling that we've been coming here for 12 years and we see such an incredible response and reception to ourselves. It's very I don't know, it's invigorating, you know, and it's a great feeling just to look out there and see that each and every night.
I mean, Japan it's a great market for us, but it's always been a great market for us. Kind of just started at that level and kind of stayed there and grew a little bit.
And the fact that we're playing the Budokan tomorrow night, I mean, that's going to be one of the most ultimate and most exciting feelings since we've been coming to Japan.
I think the fans, progressive fans, are just as great on both shores.
It's the opposite from the rest of the world. The rest of the world, we get just geeky guys, just musician guys, computer nerds and musicians. And then Japan, it's all girls.
But it's cool. You can tell they're really into it. If you look out in the crowd, you can. Some of them are animated. Most of them are very conservative in that sense. They don't get too animated, but it's cool. It's very cool.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. All right, bye-bye. Okay, now I can get naked.
I'm going through serious jet lag right now. I feel like lead. I'm very tired.
I'm shot. I'm really fighting it. It takes me a while to get to sleep, and then I start waking up on the hour, every hour.
I don't think I can even eat. I'm so tired. I'm hungry, but I'm too tired to put the energy into actually eating.
Tired. Not just a bit tired.
What's the word I'm looking for here? What's the word? I'm lost for words. Jet lag, it's kicking in.
I'm shutting the door. When I'm shutting the door, Liz, leave me a... I can't even fucking talk. I'm so fucking fried.
This is our first show here in Japan tonight in Nagoya. And then we do 2 shows in Osaka, and then we do the 1 show in Tokyo at the Budokan.
I can always tell when you're following me now because I can see the light.
Do we ever have enough time to rehearse? That's the thing when we go on tour, because the way we like to construct our set lists is we like to mix up the songs each and every night, so we're not playing the same set every night. So because of that, we're having to get to the venue, do lengthy sound checks, and rehearse songs that we know are coming up for the next show or a couple of shows away. And the same, pulling out a cover song. Like we'll throw in 1 cover here and there in certain cities. So yeah, there's a lot of work when we're on tour.
That's basically the time. 2, 3, 4.
Mike, I think the problem is you're still playing that too fast. The actual lick. Yeah, you coming in like...
So try the book-a-digga. 1, 2, By the way, were you hearing this last night? Because I counted us out of the Beyond This Live solo 3 times. You should make sure you have enough of that. More cowbell.
In the heat of my lead, I definitely didn't hear it.
He's got a fever.
The only prescription is more cowbell.
The Dream Theater sound, well, I view it as a real combination of elements. It's a combination of a real metal, hard rock sound, and it also includes a lot of the progressive rock elements of classic progressive rock groups like Genesis, Yes, Pink Floyd.
The History of Progressive Rock by Mike Portnoy. Progressive rock started, I think, with Sgt. Pepper. I think that was the first album that really just took new artistic freedom to a whole new place. And then from there, Pink Floyd emerged the same year with their first album. A couple years later, King Crimson, Yes, Genesis, took it into real progressive directions. I think the Beatles just I only cite that because that kind of broke all the rules, but that's what progressive rock was about, was breaking all the rules. Then more hard rock bands took the style. Deep Purple, Rush, Kansas, Dixie Dregs, Frank Zappa. Then the whole progressive scene died an ugly death at the hands of disco and punk in the late 70s. And suddenly progressive music became a dirty word in the industry. And there were a couple of bands that emerged in the 80s, Marillion, Iron Maiden, Metallica, that were influenced by the progressive music. And then the late 80s, Queensryche, Fate's Warning. And then I think we broke the door open in the early 90s of making progressive music somewhat mainstream again. And then I think we kind of emerged as the poster boys for a whole new generation of progressive hard rock.
The Dream Theater sound, metal, hard, progressive rock, you kind of merge those together and add a little bit of the virtuosic element. The one thing that makes Dream Theater kind of unique is, along with the combination of those 2 strong elements, you have this kind of real playing ability with each member of the band. And it's one of the things that I think keeps our audience really alive all throughout the world, is that they're coming either for the metal or they're coming for the prog or both, and they're also coming to see the players.
Is it still in D when it gets to the bum bum, the tubular bells part? That's a different key, huh? Because it would have been nice to just get directly into the tubular bells, being you're coming out of the tubular bells. I mean, the other alternative is just we fade away on that D and then you start finally free.
It's very demanding tour, being the whole tour is an evening with. So every night's about 3.5 hours, and between sound check and dinner, going to the show, it's not like there's an opening band and we're going on at, say, 9:30. The schedule in the past has always been, okay, we have dinner around 6, and then we have 3 or 4 hours before we hit the stage. Whereas being that this tour is an evening with, it's like you eat dinner at 5:36 and then you're on at 7.
Anything to keep the hands warm.
Yeah, dude, they're the rules, yeah!
Tighter.
Tighter.
This isn't what it looks like. It really isn't.
I'm going that way.
Going this way?
I'm going.
Tonight I'll say, "Konbanwa, Nagoya," and then I'll say, "Mudote kurete resi desu."
What does that mean?
It means, "Konbanwa" is good evening, and "Mudote kurete resi desu" means great to be back here again, whatever, something like that. It means something to that effect. And then "fuck off" means fuck off.
Mudote kurete rasi desu.
We're here. We came from Brazil just to stay here, and our dream came true tonight. Okay. You're the best. Yeah. And Dream Theater is the #1 in the world. Yeah. Michael, you know, a big guy, buddy guy.
Out of shape. Getting too old. Fucking tendonitis is killing me.
I actually fell asleep during the show. That's jet lag for you.
It's a good thing I didn't have one of those really long breaks, right?
I literally...
Tomorrow in Osaka is going to be interesting because we're playing a really small place and we're not going to have our video show, which is kind of going to suck in a way, but then we're doing, it's the second night of a 2-night stand, so we'll cover an entire album. We'll get to the Iron Maiden album, so that'll be cool and special for the fans.
It's a good one. I think it's a good one for Japan.
Well, the way I look at it is, I guess that's the way I started out, you know. But that was quite some time ago, you know, covering other bands and singing other singers' styles.
It was tough choosing the album for Japan because their taste is different than America or Europe. You know, like couldn't necessarily cover like a Rush or a Yes album because they're not that popular here in Japan. No, the harmonies for Run to the Hills. Do you remember yours? I'm run to the hills, run for your life. Run to the hills, run for your life. Run to the hills. And Maiden, we did Maiden 2 years ago, and probably wouldn't have resurrected that particular album except that it seems fitting for the Japanese audience. I think it would probably be impossible to find an album that influenced all 5 of us, you know, so it's something that has to at least be the majority of the band, you know. You should get a copy of our version. There's no vocals on it, but at least maybe you could sing along to it.
And why are you telling me this?
So you could rehearse it and just get, refamiliarize yourself with it.
Oh, okay. Because I felt pretty good about it, except that I fucked up coming in the last verse
You gotta
because I
lock that
forgot
in.
about the last.
Well, it's
or
up to
the
you.
last chord.
But if you want
I hear
a
you.
copy of our version, John and Jordan have it.
Okay. All right. So guys, if we're gonna do this last tune, let's do it real quick because it's like we're on in an hour.
Wow.
You guys want to? You want to run through this again?
No.
As much as I hate to say it, we probably need to play this whole album at Soundcheck tomorrow.
Yeah, we should.
I'll sit in,
Yeah.
but I won't be singing.
Ready?
We're all on steroids.
What kind of steroids?
No. Finger steroids.
Nice. Ladies must love that.
Totally burned it.
I think that was a little fast. We don't have to play it that fast.
Yeah. Fucking
Look at the way
kills
I
me.
play that's too fast, man. That's definitely.
Look at this funny way I play this show. That's the only complication with that music for me, is remembering how I did that guitar technique. It's so bizarre. Because I have the same sound in the same octave in both hands. Because when it goes dun 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 dun, I'm kind of, instead of going dun dun dun,
Right.
I'm going dun 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 dun.
Oh, that's cool.
We're about to play in Osaka, Japan, and it's going to be a very rockin' night.
I'm fucking going swimming tonight, man. Got my swimming goggles on.
Thank you very much. Good night, Osaka!
Japan at Budokan. Oh yeah! Yes!
Ready for the big rock show.
Here we are, the famous Budokan. Basically, if I face
Face the mic stand.
If I face this mic stand, it should be good.
He's got about 20,000 notes to play, but he's only worried about the feedback spot.
I'm telling you, if you miss the feedback spot, then it ruins the whole show.
This is what happens when the drummer spits. Do I get hazard pay for this?
Since we change set lists every night, I have about 50 songs programmed in the lighting desk, and depending on the set list every day, I just rearrange the songs for the show, and then everything, all the video cues are ready, and it just happens automatically as long as I play it back like a video game. That's pretty much how I set myself up.
On this stage in 1966, John, Paul, George, and Ringo. I am playing on the same stage as the Beatles. And you know how many classic albums were recorded at Budokan? Bob Dylan, Eric Clapton, Cheap Trick, of course, Ozzy Osbourne, and now Dream Theater.
And this was a new venue at that time?
No, it was just always a sporting arena, and they played here. It was the first rock concert, and it was a big, big controversy. People were boycotting it.
Right, right. Wow.
Yep.
This is cool. This is a moment. A moment in DT history.
No, I think it's a moment in Budokan history.
Wait.
For us, it's just another gig.
This will determine the type of show. If I get it. It's going to be a good show. Just to give you some insight, probably know by now that we have many different sets that we've been rotating. Sometimes it'll be a while since I've played songs, so right now I have to go review. Let's see, we're about 35 minutes before the show, and I have to go review some songs.
Oh, you were a little bit.
I rushed the ending. It's the string skipping part that's hard. Let's see that part on the keyboards.
Ready?
Ready? 3, 4. Oops. Wrong chord, hold on.
Okay, try it
Gotta
again.
learn it
Because
before the
I
show.
was singing the wrong words anyways.
Just gotta treat it like another gig, or else just go.
I'm freaking out though.
Are you?
No, I'm fine. A little extra excited, but it's good.
Yeah, I mean, surely.
It's a big show.
Surely it's exciting, but I just, gotta be careful not to get too freaked out because, we want to play naturally.
Actually, I think, because we know it's a big gig, we do things to make sure that we're in a really good space. I just try to really relax. So when I finally walk on stage, even though it's a big gig, I'll probably be somewhat chilled out.
Actually, you could slow it a little bit.
Okay.
Because now I feel like we're losing the vibe.
Tell them. I don't normally play it on the 7th string. Getting confused.
Because what was the tempo that you were usually going at? Are you creating the tempo, or does Mike count you in?
I am. He's probably doing something like that.
Okay, I'll tell you what. Why don't you because we can easily just bring it up a notch, right? Like you should. I'll keep my foot tapping along with you.
I'll be conscious.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. I'm gonna go warm up.
You got it.
Thank you. Yeah, a little bit of honey, boiling hot water, and I just sip it through the night. It keeps me open, and it helps out quite a bit. I also drink water, but that's about it. That's what I do. Let me shake it up.
And did I mention?
This is my evening's ritual. Usually I have some degree of sound, but the sound really doesn't matter because it's more about just getting my fingers in shape so they move when I get on the stage.
There's one thing you have to keep saying to yourself tonight.
And what is that?
Manish Tana Halayla Hazed.
Mikol Halilot. Which means in our language.
Why should this night be any different than any other night? And then I think you added because we eat unleavened bread.
That's all right.
5 minutes. 5 minutes. 5 minutes. 4 minutes.
Get out of here. A minute doesn't get quick. See, I'm not very animated right now because I'm in another world right now. Preparing myself both mentally and physically for the show. See you out there.
Advil before showtime. It's a must.
Guys, nothing to be nervous about. Just another gig. We've done it a million times. I have 3 words for you. Lock and roll. House lights just hit. And the crowd goes crazy. Well, you know I'm going to pee. I'll see you down there. Have a good one. Have fun. Have a good one.
Good one.
Just another show.
Yep. What, are you fucking kidding?
It's gonna be one of the highlights of our career. Playing at Budokan. Amazing. Fire.
It's gonna rock. Where is Dream Theater going? You know, we try to never repeat ourselves. We try to have our sound and our style that we never stray from. We want to stay loyal and faithful to that. We want to always be heavy, progressive, and melodic. I know a lot of bands that you know, get known for creating a certain sound or style, and then after a few years they stray drastically, and they really do that at the expense of their audience. We don't ever want to do that. We want to always, you know, have our style that we're faithful to and known for. But within that blueprint, we always want to go to a lot of different places. We never know where we're going to go until we're actually going there.
プレゼン持ってきました。あかり賞の方向に。ありがとうね。3カメ客意識して。もうそれペデスタル下げちゃうとあれだよね。頭入っちゃうんだよね。あ、入ってんのかギリギリもう。キーボード何やってるかな。奥さんちょっと見せて。はい、ありがとう。そのまま粘ってて。